All right. So don't let your family be the standard at which you uh, allow yourself to decide what's right for you and your life when it comes to who you want to get married to. Because I've been called picky all my life for my family. And, you know, it's crazy because it's like the men that I actually chose when it was all said and done, they really didn't deserve me. Just don't keep it real. They were not ready to be married. They were not ready to be in relationships. And I actually, lowered some of my standards just to be with some of those men. Some of them tricked me, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, I tried to not be so picky with those men. And you know what ended up happening? Relationship still didn't work, and I ended up getting hurt. And you need to make like an assessment of the people who are telling you that you're picky. If the person that's telling you you're picky, their man beats up on them, busts them in their face, you probably shouldn't listen to them. If the person, has a man and they're married and, but he's been cheating on her for years, and they've been together for 20 years, and he's been cheating on her for most of those years, you probably shouldn't listen to that person who's calling you picky. If you got somebody and, they're married to somebody who's an alcoholic, probably shouldn't listen to that person. You know what I'm saying? Or if you got people that are telling you that you're picky, but they're married to somebody who consistently gaslights them and is emotionally abusive, they are not the people that you need to be taking advice from. Like, you don't need to be taking advice from them. You probably should be taking advice from people who are actually participating in healthy forms of behavior while being in a relationship. So I will stay picky. I will stay single until I meet somebody that's worth my time. Because what's the alternative? My sanity? Being unhappy? Settling? Being miserable? I'm not getting good sex. I'm not getting help in the relationship. I'm the main person that is the breadwinner and the other person is just lazy as fuck. Hey, if the standard for your life is just get married, because that's been like passed down for like years and generations to women. Hey, just get married. Once you're married, you're fine. You're good now. And then they try to keep and hold on and hope and try to, make a toxic ass marriage work. And it's crazy because they actually stay in it. You have people who will stay in toxic marriages and they actually are together until they're old. It doesn't mean that they are the standard that you should, be looking at them like, oh yeah, no, they're not the standard. And so I'm sick and tired of people saying, oh, I have, I know people in my life who are married for 20 years, but they're unhealthy marriages. Length of time don't mean shit to me. And in these almost 35 years that I've lived, I've learned that in my experience, when it comes to, people who are in romantic relationships, a lot of them motherfuckers are in toxic ass relationships. And they just want to stay married. And they're willing to stay married. Why? Because the honor is in the ring. The honor isn't here. Your peace. The honor isn't just your self-worth. Your honor isn't in, hey, I am worthy alone without someone standing next to me. Now, if somebody stands next to me, that's also an honor as well. But they do not take away my worth. They don't take away my value because I'm not married. I'd rather be single than just say I have a husband and my husband is my golden calf. A lot of women have idolized marriage and they have put their man as their God. That is an idol. You have your golden calf. All because you don't want to be the person in your community that's not married. I'm straight. I got anxiety. I'll kill a motherfucker. If I yield to those standards, those subpar standards, I will end up killing him and myself, because that's just what happens when you in toxic relationships. Okay, so I'm straight. I'm gonna stay alive and be at peace.